everybody. I want to talk to all of you tonight, first and foremost to thank you, not just for all the hard work you did during the campaign, but more importantly, for the work you're doing right now, coming together, organizing, staying involved in the task of remaking this nation. You sent me here because we shared a belief that the ways of Washington needed to change, that if we're going to make our economy work for all Americans, worn ideas and tired old theories just wouldn't do. So I wanted to report back to you on the progress we've made and where we stand. And a bit later on, you'll be hearing from Governor Kane, who will answer your questions in more detail. Just yesterday, we learned that we've lost 3.6 million jobs since this recession began. But that's not just another number to you. It's a story you've known in your communities for some time, of jobs lost and homes foreclosed, businesses shuttered and dreams put on hold. And if you haven't been affected by this crisis, you've likely comforted somebody who has. In fact, that's the difference between Washington and communities all across America. Sometimes Washington is slow to get the news. But even as we speak, an economic recovery plan that America so desperately needs is working its way through Congress. Now, I know some critics are worried about the scale of this plan. But if we fail to pass it promptly, our economy will fall $1 trillion short of what it's capable of producing this year. In order to make up that difference, economists agree we must act boldly. So let's talk about what this plan does. From the beginning, it had at its core a simple idea. Let's put Americans to work doing the work America needs done. It will create or save more than 3 million jobs all across the country over the next 2 years, many in your own communities. 16,000 jobs in Maine, 80,000 in Indiana, almost all of them in the private sector, and all of them jobs that help us recover today and prosper tomorrow. Jobs that upgrade classrooms and laboratories in 10,000 schools nationwide, at least 485 in Florida alone, and train an army of teachers in math and science. Jobs that modernize our healthcare system, saving us billions of dollars and countless lives. Jobs that construct a smart electric grid, connect every corner of the country to the information superhighway, double our capacity to create renewable energy, and grow the economy of tomorrow. Jobs that rebuild our crumbling roads, bridges, levees, and dams, so the tragedies of New Orleans and Minneapolis never happen again. It includes immediate tax relief for our struggling middle class in places like Ohio, where 4.5 million workers will receive a tax cut of up to $1,000. It protects health insurance and provides unemployment insurance for those who've lost their jobs. And it helps our states and communities avoid painful tax hikes or layoffs for teachers, nurses, and first responders. That's what's at stake with this plan: putting Americans back to work, creating transformative economic change, and making a down payment on the American dream that serves our children and our children's children for generations to come. And we're going to do all this with unprecedented transparency and accountability. I'll appoint an aggressive inspector general and a cabinet-level oversight board to make sure your money is being spent wisely. More importantly, I'll enlist all of you. As soon as this plan is signed into law, recovery.gov goes live, and you'll be able to see precisely where your tax dollars are going. Because this is your democracy. And as I said throughout the campaign, change never begins from the top down. It begins from the bottom up. It begins with each and every one of you. So I hope that you'll talk about the importance of this plan with your friends and neighbors, because we cannot wait to take action and turn this recession around. We've inherited a terrible mess, but I know that we have the capacity to rise to this moment and keep the promise of America alive in our time, if the American people demand that we do. Thank you.